Hi there. This clip is looking at whether sociology can be a science or should want to be. And in this one, we're looking at whether science really is all that true and objective. Because remember, when we think about the positivism versus interpretivism debate, one of the main reasons why positivists say that we should all try and be like science is because science is seen to be the best way, or the scientific method is the best way of discovering true facts about the social world that therefore we can use to make society better. So some of you might be aware of journals. When you see an article published in what's called a peer-reviewed journal, it means that other scientists have reviewed the findings and tested the findings, and then that's how it's become published in a journal. There are journals for all kinds of subjects, but in this case we are looking at the scientific journal community. And there's a couple of examples of journals on the left there. So, what rigorous processes do you expect to have happened before the findings are published? And I want you to think about Popper. Remember Popper? What did he say happens to science in order to make it true, or we can consider it as true, while we're able to falsify the research? So essentially, we're assuming that these journal articles have gone through a process of falsification. People have tried to prove them false and haven't been able to, so at the moment we can consider them true until maybe in the future they are possibly found to be false. You haven't got time right now to have a look at it, but I would suggest Googling Guardian journal removal and mailing list in order to find this article, because it's really interesting. So we assume that peer review is actually taking place. However, this is an example of an article that was published in a peer-reviewed journal. An American computer scientist responded to a request for a journal article. I was getting quite frustrated by these constant emails, obviously, about asking him to publish an article. And he responded with the article, which you can see right in front of you, which is to get me off your so-and-so mailing list. And as you can see, he repeatedly wrote that line over and over again for the entirety of the article. He even drew a helpful little diagram to demonstrate how he wanted to get off the mailing list. However, this was then published by this peer review journal, which suggests that actually these articles are not being falsified. They are not going through a rigorous testing process, and actually scientists effectively in this community could publish whatever they wanted and no one would be double checking it to be true, which therefore means in a question about whether sociology should be a science, we need to make the argument actually science in itself isn't necessarily that valid. It's not necessarily being falsified as Popper claimed it was being. Thank you.